And with that, practice is shifting indoors. But don't see this as a huge downside. This is an opportunity for you to take an inventory on your game and really break things down, figure out where you've gone, what your trends are, and really identify a plan of attack for how you can get things into a better place for next season. So, starting with putting. Putting setup is so crucial. So if we can make sure that our face alignment, our eye alignment, shoulders, hips, knees, feet, everything is where it needs to be, ball position, if we can get that stuff in order, it makes putting so much more simple. So I've got in front of us here just a simple mirror. That mirror is lined up to a target. You can do this at home very, very easily. Now, just make sure that the mirror is set up square. So I line the shaft of the putter up, close one eye, just to check that. So I'm happy with where this is aiming. There's no point developing bad habits. So with this mirror, what I can do is I can practice walking into it, lining my putter head up, getting my feet set up, and instantly I can start to see what I find to be most comfortable. Okay, so I can check where my ball position's at. So I always want my ball position to be just ahead of center, which it is, and I'm happy to see that. I can also check, just by pulling the putter head away, where my eye position's at. So my eye line is just inside the center of the golf ball. That's a big one for you guys at home. When the eye position gets too far inside, the tendency will be to miss putts to the right. And vice versa, when the eye position gets too much outside the golf ball, the tendency is to hit putts slightly left and pull putts. So we want to make sure that the eye position is either directly over or just inside the center of the golf ball. No issues with that. Okay, ball position, check to make sure that's at center or just ahead of center. Check your toe line. Okay, let's make sure that we haven't developed any tendencies of getting ourselves too open, too closed, unless you know that that suits you. We just want to know again where we're at. Have we shifted at all from our ideal spot? Okay, then once you've got putter square, eye position, feet, not a bad idea to just stand up again and say, okay, where are my shoulders at? Are my shoulders wanting to get open? Are they getting too closed? Okay, if we can get into the habit of having a square body, it does make a neutral stroke easier to achieve. Okay, I know a lot of people, that's usually the first thing I check when it comes to a putting lesson, is just overall alignments. If we start getting ourselves too twisted, whether it's knees, hips, shoulders, eyes, whichever, when something's out of alignment, there's typically an adaptation. Okay, there's a compensation. And that's generally not ideal. Okay, so if we can get ourselves back to square alignments, finding that neutral stroke becomes far, far more achievable. Okay, so I've found my square setup. I'm happy with how everything looks. Now it becomes time to practice making the stroke. Okay, so hit putts. Look for the tendency. Is your tendency to go left, right, or are you hitting putts really square? Find the secret, find the adaptation, whether it's an alignment, whether it's a face adjustment, getting yourself back to neutral. If you're struggling in one way or another, okay, it's not a bad idea. Maybe take a video, have somebody video you, and then you can look at where's everything lining up. Once everything's square, it is much easier for us to get putts where we want them to go. So that's our first one. We're going to do more of these, but I just want you guys to be able to think of this off season again as an opportunity. Let's make the most of it. Let's figure out what we can work on indoors to really get the most out of our game and start next season on the right foot.